Subscribe below for more tips and tricks on how to form and successfully run your business. Do you have questions about the annual franchise tax? Is it really just the $800 for your California LLC? I'll break down the ins and outs of the California annual franchise tax right now. Let's start with the definition. What is the annual franchise tax? It's a type of business tax required in the state of California when you're doing business and is due yearly. But what qualifies you as doing business in the state of California? It's when you're operating out of or have a physical presence in California, having or applying for a business license in California, deriving significant portions of your company's revenue from California, and having employees that work in California, or having to pay state payroll taxes. So to clarify, that business tax is the $800 all LLCs must pay. Now here's where you might have to pay more depending on your revenue. Estimated LLC fees. Let's start with an example. Tax time rolls around and your online bag business has made $255,000 in income this year. A job well done. You now owe the annual franchise tax of $800 plus an extra $900 in additional fees. The takeaway here is that the minimum you'll have to pay for the annual franchise tax is $800. However, if your LLC makes over $250,000 in annual gross receipts or total revenue in the state of California, you'll be required to pay an additional fee from this chart. The link for the chart is in the description. Limited liability return of income. There's one last form that you'll have to file annually as a California LLC owner. Form 568. This is the state-level tax return for your LLC. You'll have California-specific schedules and forms attached to it. For detailed information and due dates, you can visit the Limited Liability Company Tax Booklet or 568 booklet, which is linked in the description box. How should you pay for the California annual franchise tax? You can pay for the annual franchise tax via WebPay. Navigate to the State of California Franchise Tax Board website. Select Bank Account. Select WebPay Business. Fill out the requested information to complete your payment. For other payment methods, check the description below. Can you get out of paying the California annual franchise tax? If you're looking to avoid paying the annual California franchise tax, you're out of luck. This is only possible under two circumstances. You could claim one of the qualified exemptions we'll cover in the next section, or you dissolve your LLC. Please note that sole proprietorships and S corporations are the only two business entities that are exempt from paying the annual franchise tax. So what are qualified franchise tax exemptions? The 15-day rule. If you incorporate your business within 15 days of the end of the tax year, but don't conduct business within those 15 days, both requirements need to be met to claim this exemption, then you're not required to pay the minimum franchise tax. Since you won't need to file a tax return, no tax can be applied. Instead, the following year will be considered your first tax year. Short form cancellations. If you decide to dissolve your LLC within 1 year of organizing, you can file a short-term cancellation. Form LLC 48 with the Secretary of State. You will not be required to pay the $800 annual franchise tax for its first tax year. First year exemption. Thanks to the state's 2020 Budget Act, any California LLC registered between January 1st, 2021 and December 31st, 2023 will not have to pay the annual franchise tax during its first year of business. In this case, your annual franchise tax will be due the following year, or your second taxable year. Please note you should consult with a professional accountant before proceeding to claim any of the exemptions stated. Now that you're a California Annual Franchise Tax Pro, you're ready to go. Be sure to check out all related videos and articles from our channel. And for any questions or things you want to know, be sure to drop a comment in this video. Learn more.